The fourth State Capture Commission of Inquiry report, which was released on Friday, has recommended that the National Prosecuting Authority consider criminal charges against those involved in the multi-million-rand Free State Asbestos roofs debacle. Controversial businessman Edwin Sodi, the former Free State head of human settlements, Mokhesi, and Thabane Zulu, a former Director General in the National Department of Human Settlements, are singled out for prosecution for their roles in the asbestos eradication project in the Free State province. To help us unpack this a little bit more is our senior reporter, Tumaole Mohlaoli, who joins us in studio now. Tumaole, good morning to you.
Good morning, Colin.
The person that I suspect a number of people would have expected their name to also feature is that of the former premier of the Free State province, under whose watch all of this happened, but there is no mention of Ace Mohlaoli. Just talk to us about that first and foremost.
Well, Colin, I must say that during one of his court appearances, Ace Mohlaoli said to me very, very directly that he feels that he's got no case to answer to. He doesn't understand why he's in the dock, because there is no criminal charge, in his opinion, called oversight. This is why he was put in the dock with the others, including former mayor of Mangaung, Xoli Mngambi, as well as the others that you've mentioned, including businessman Edwin Sodi, because the state felt that it had a case against Mohlaoli, because this Free State Asbestos saga, the 500 plus million that was paid out to, Sodi's company, along with slain businessman Thabane, for eradication of asbestos, but as far as they're concerned, it was for counting how many roofs in the Free State had asbestos. This was heard before the Zondo Commission of Inquiry. Yeah. Mohlaoli says he had in no way any link or any interference in the issuing of that contract. He said, in fact, during EXCO meetings, he was just briefed on what was happening in terms of the contract and had no undue influence. However, during the testimony of others before the State Capture Commission of Inquiry, including, of course, Nthimotse Mokhesi about those meetings and others, who were directors in the Free State Housing Department, they claimed that there seemed to be some kind of leaning or suggestions that certain contracts should go towards Thabane and, of course, Edwin Sodi's company. And when asked where did those, suggestions come from, it was more hearsay more than anything else, saying that it came from the top. However, Mohlaoli said that he issued no such instructions, and in fact he did not even know Edwin Sodi or Diamond Hill Trading, which was of course the joint venture that won that particular.
It is quite strange, is it not, Tumaole, because most of what the report talks about is that these companies that were involved in this specific project, their directors would have had a number of conversations, not one, a number of conversations with officials sitting in the office of the Premier. In fact, it also talks about a particular spreadsheet that was drawn up, and this is a spreadsheet that allegedly would see a number of bribes being paid off to certain people. And there is a certain amount of, I think, 10 million rand that is paid to either a person or it could be an entity, but with the initials AM. But that's not for you and I to assume that it means Ace Mohlaoli. No, don't go there, because you will be sued.
That's for the courts to determine without a shadow of a doubt if that is indeed AM Ace Mohlaoli. But he's been saying that the delays and what we've seen in terms of the beginning of the criminal prosecution, which had seen him in the previous court appearance, basically asking to be tried separately and almost daring the states to say, if there is a case for me to answer to, then let us go to trial and therefore separate me from the rest, because there seems to be some other outstanding issues in terms of the investigations with the other accused. But the National Prosecuting Authority at the time had said that it is confident it has a winnable case, and that we will wait and see what happens. But now, Mohlaoli has also been saying that the state capture Commission of Inquiry actually gave the state its firepower, and that the case against him was crafted on evidence or what was perceived to be evidence linking him. Again, bringing back to the spreadsheet that you bring to the fore here with AM. And that AM could not possibly be him because he says that he could not even afford his bail condition and he had to get friends to pay for him, which would speak to the fact that perhaps the money that was paid to AM did not line his pockets. However, this has left quite a big question mark because it brings me back to the issue of Mohlaoli saying, what is he being charged for? What is oversight in terms of criminal procedure? Has he gone against the PFMA? What did he fail to do? But again, let's not forget that other senior people in the province had a lot to answer to. We know that Msebenzi Zwane's name is, of course, very directly linked, and he was the human settlements, of course, at the time. So he's the... in terms of the report, has a lot to answer to, and there's no, two ways about it. In fact, when you looked at his appearance before the Zondo Commission of Inquiry, he certainly was given quite a tough time. Discrepancies in remembering and accepting flights and those kind of things. Yeah. It brought a lot of questions.
Well, we shall see what happens. Msebenzi Zwane quoted all over the media this past weekend as saying, I'm still studying this thing.
Yes, of course.
Tumaole Mohlaoli, thank you very much. That's our senior reporter there talking to us about the outcomes of the fourth installment of the Zondo Commission of Inquiry report. All right.